1 News, Morning Edition.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to FiOS 1, the Morning Edition. On this Tuesday morning, it is Election Day. If you get a chance, it's time to get out and exercise your right to vote. A case of Legionella bacteria is discovered in a nursing home in Rockland County, but so far no human cases have been recorded. FiOS 1's Patrick Musanak joins us from Hillcrest with the latest this morning.
Good morning. The Legionella bacteria was discovered following the yearly testing of the water quality here at the Pine Valley Nursing and Rehabilitation Facility. Administrators here at the nursing home say once the results came back positive for low levels of the Legionella bacteria, they followed proper protocols by first alerting state health officials. Tests for the most common strand of Legionella pneumophila, which is found in humans, came back negative. Pine Valley mostly cares for older adults living with physical disabilities, as well as people who are going through rehabilitation. Health officials say the Legionella bacteria can lead to a more serious type of pneumonia, commonly known as Legionnaire's disease. So far, the State Department of Health has been working closely with Pine Valley administrators, testing all patients and residents who show any respiratory signs or symptoms associated with Legionella. Those results have not returned as of yet. The disease is not spread among people, but one can get sick by simply breathing in water vapor containing the bacteria. The last time Rockland County dealt with cases of Legionnaire's disease was back in the summer of 2015 after an outbreak was reported in New York City. In Hillcrest, Patrick Musanak, FiOS 1 News.
Some people in Rockland County say their water smells and they're concerned about the quality of their drinking water. Suez, the water company, says it's taking steps to address the earthy taste and odor that some customers are complaining about. A director at Suez says the taste is related to the breakdown of algae in a reservoir in Clarkstown, and the resulting chemical is not harmful. People we spoke to are not comfortable with their water.
It should definitely be considered hazardous. It definitely doesn't have like a normal water taste to it. There's something there.
Suez says the algae breakdown is a result of low rainfall in September. It also says it has received special permits from the state DEC to address the water issues. Election day is here, and one of Westchester County's most important matchups is taking place in Mount Vernon. FiOS 1's Jonathan Gordon has a preview of the race for mayor.
3 candidates are vying to lead the city of Mount Vernon. Democrat acting Mayor Andre Wallace is running as a Republican. Primary election winner Sean Patterson Howard is the Democrat, and Rosemarie Giroux is running as the Conservative. All 3 have had different paths getting here. Wallace was named to the city's top spot over the summer after former Mayor Richard Thomas pleaded guilty to state campaign finance violation charges. Wallace then spent nearly 40 days battling for control of his position with the city council, but he used his last few months in office to build a case for his re-election, including on Monday when he announced he's pardoning penalties on all outstanding water bills over 30 days late.
The difference between her and I'm a businessman. I understand how business runs. I understand how government runs because I've been doing both.
Patterson Howard won the primary as the underdog, but now she's getting a big boost from New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's endorsing her for mayor, according to her campaign.
He has the confidence in me to lead Mount Vernon and is looking forward to partner with Mount Vernon. That's a really important vote of confidence.
Giroux is essentially running a grassroots campaign. Democrats hold a 10-to-1 edge in registered voters in the city, according to the County Board of Elections.
Reporting in Mount Vernon, Jonathan Gordon, FiOS 1 News.
That Mount Vernon race is not the only big one in our area. Several cities are electing mayors, and there are major races in Dutchess and Rockland counties as well. FiOS 1's Jessica Vallejo has a rundown of some of the key races to watch.
Here in Yonkers, Mayor Mike Spano is one of those mayors seeking another term. It would be his 3rd term. If re-elected, the mayor said he would focus on building 3 new schools as well as continuing to work with MGM and motion picture company Lionsgate. Spano faces Republican Mayor DeGiorgio, who has said, according to reports, that Spano has made a significant development on the waterfront, but argues that the city has given out too many tax breaks and more should be done to help the working class. Here's what people in Yonkers had to say.
Things take time. But I think he's on the right track. I love the vision, and I see the people coming to Yonkers and going to bars and going to the clubs here, and enjoying themselves, and I see major improvements all the time.
I feel like they need to focus on showing love to all parts of Yonkers and just not the part next to the waterfront. I mean, I feel like all areas need love and not just the nicer parts.
And several other incumbents are looking to be re-elected in New Rochelle. Mayor Noam Bramson, a Democrat, is being challenged by Republican Brandon Conroy. Bramson is looking for another 4 years in office. The development of the downtown area has been a hot topic in this campaign. Bramson says he's worked diligently to ensure the downtown area is thriving economically, but Conroy claims the city has not been realistic about the cost. In Dutchess County, Republican incumbent County Executive Mark Molinaro is running for a third and final term. He faces Democrat Joseph Ruggiero, a former town supervisor who left his post as executive director of the New York State Thruway Authority to run. Molinaro, who ran unsuccessfully for governor last year, easily won his first 2 terms as county executive. In Yonkers, Jessica Vallejo, FiOS 1 News.
And remember, the polls will open at 6 o'clock this morning, and we will have coverage throughout the day and the results later tonight right here at FiOS 1 News. Well, Restaurant Week is underway. It's where people have the opportunity to try a new place at discounted rates. Here in the Hudson Valley, there are 20 restaurants taking part in Restaurant Week for the first time, but some places like Broadway Bistro in South Nyack have been participating for almost 15 years.
They're always part of it because I find out it's an excellent way to really advertise yourself and choose your product to a new customer.
I think it's an outstanding idea. I think whoever thought of it was brilliant.
Everybody likes to try new restaurants and new tastes.
I agree with that. It's also an opportunity for restaurants to highlight what they have to offer, and most of them have that price fixed menu during Restaurant Week. That includes appetizer, entree, dessert for one price. Restaurant Week lasts until November 17th. Taking flight from LaGuardia's new terminal. Coming up, we take a look inside that new Delta terminal as the first flights take to the sky.
You're watching FiOS 1 News, only on Verizon FiOS TV. FiOS 1 News is brought to you in part by White Plains Hospital.